Alright guys, what I got to show you here today, which I just acquired, is the original Magikcar there in the middle, okay, which is a 1940s, okay, and in a previous video I showed you the 1950s version of it by MARX, which they made into a Learn to Drive, okay, and then Schilling in 1990 came out with the Safe Driving School car, which was a pretty much excellent copy of the MARX car, and they both do the same thing. They go to the edge of the table and turns, doesn't fly off the table and crash, supposedly. However, this is a 1940s version of it. It's the first one, to my knowledge. I did much research as I could. Okay, they called it the Magikcar, and it was made by a company called Coastal Toy Company in New York City. And so that's the most I could find out about it. And I'm going to post some pictures you'll see of the original box and the original car. I think in that picture it's blue. I want to show you the bottom of it first. This is totally unlike the other ones, which are sealed up. Okay, this is totally exposed, and it's really great that you can see everything. It's all steel. The entire mechanism is steel, not tin. In fact, the car itself is cast iron. Okay, it's a cast. It's not tin like the others. The motor and everything is all steel. The only thing that's not steel is the tires themselves. So now it used a different system. You see that rod there? That rod there is the rod that keeps the front end of the car up off the table. You can't see it when it's doing it, but off the table until that middle tire gets to the same height, which is just about right before the tires. So both tires go off the table. Okay, and then the car drops down, gets to the height where the middle tire takes over and spins the car back onto the table. So it's a very, very cool situation. And the newer vehicles, they just put a little bump there, a little bump in the tin there. They made it basically do the same thing. But anyway, we're going to show you now how this baby works. Love this thing. It's very heavy. It might be cast aluminum. I don't know for sure. I got to try putting a magnet to it and find out. But at any rate, we're going to wind it up now and show you how she does. Alright guys, to begin with, I just want to show you, I got a magnet here, and it definitely is not aluminum, it's steel. Okay, it's cast steel, cast metal of some type. Okay, it's not aluminum. So, and of course the whole underside as well is not. It's definitely not any aluminum in here. So 1940s. That's a pretty solid car, and it's about I'd say about, I don't know, maybe 8 inches in length. All right, 3 inches in width. Solid steel. It's a pretty sharp old toy. Okay, let's wind it up. Here we go. Let's try it again. I said pretty good for a 1940s toy. That's how she spins. She goes off to the edge and she'll spin around safely. It's all because of that rod there. If you look closely at the center wheel, the height of the center wheel is just about right behind the front tires. So once those front tires go off the cliff, that center wheel is the safety. The center wheel is the Magikcar rescue wheel. That's what I would call it. Alright guys, very cool car, 1940s. I tell you, this thing is rare. I haven't seen another one anywhere. Those pictures I post of the box of the original car, I found on the internet. It was the only one I found of this car. And I've seen many very similar cars, very similar. Okay, but none that did the turnaround. This was the only one, the Magikcar. So that's the story, guys. So tell me what you think, and I'd say something to be said about progress here. I don't know. It's my own personal opinion, but you got 1940s in the middle, 1950s, 1990s. Yeah, I'd say this old girl's in a class all by herself.